Day 22. The prophet that I will be focusing on is one that most of us are familiar with, who is none other than Prophet Isaiah. His name means the Lord is salvation in Hebrew. Isaiah received his call as a prophet during a vision in which he sees the Lord sitting on his throne, surrounded by the seraphims, the angels, and this terrifies him because he recognizes his sinfulness. But one of the seraphims comes down with a burning charcoal and places it on his lips, thus purifying him, and his sins are forgiven. Shortly afterwards, he does communicate to King Ahaz on the prophecy of a virgin giving birth to a son, and his name shall be Emmanuel, meaning God is with us. And this is connected to the promise to King David that from his lineage will come the Messiah. And by prophesying the birth of Emmanuel, Isaiah proclaims God's promise that he would be with his people and inaugurate a kingdom with justice and righteousness. And he does describe the Messiah as Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace. He does warn the Israelites, however, that they should not presume that God will protect them, despite the fact that they are persisting in their sin, turning towards the idols, because otherwise they would be cleansed, and God will vindicate the righteous one, the remnant of the righteous one. He does beg them to worship only one God, and by doing that, God will surely protect them, and they'll be victorious over their pagan neighbors. Unfortunately, they ignore Isaiah's plea and were overtaken by the Assyrians and the Babylonians. God still does promise salvation, nonetheless, and he does prophesy the suffering servant in the servant song, and that servant we all know is Jesus Christ, who suffers, died on the cross for our salvation. Isaiah again is reminding us the importance of suffering and how we should unite that suffering with Jesus Christ, because only then suffering becomes meaningful for us. So let's not be afraid to unite our suffering with Jesus and be confident that through that suffering we'll experience the resurrection. May God bless all of you.